Hey guys, Void Hero here, bringing you some Assassin's Creed 3 gameplay and basically discussing my general thoughts on it as far as I've played it through. Um, I've played a good maybe 2-3 hours on it now. I've got a good chunk of the storyline out of the way. Uh, it's pretty decent. The story has definitely caught my attention. I like how, well, you guys probably haven't played it if you're watching this. But basically, the story starts you off playing as one character, and it unravels as more than just you playing as an assassin. But I guess it changes. Well, obviously it changes because you're the assassin. You're playing as Connor, which is kind of weird, as there's no real connection between Altair and Ezio to Connor. At least not that I've seen. There is no real connection. Basically, the story runs in colonial U.S., mostly on the West Coast from what I've seen, nothing over on the East Coast. And there's Sam Adams for you.
What's the matter?
It's pretty cool seeing all these
from
people
one bit of madness to another with nothing to show for it.
animated.
Further,
I've
I
met
would
Benjamin
like to know
Franklin,
exactly what it
Sam
is you
Adams
intend.
so far.
Of course.
I think that's
First,
pretty much
we
the
make our way to
extent of it
Nathaniel
right
Bradley's
now.
house
I
to
might get
fetch
to
the
see
rest of our
more
little
or
group.
less
And
later.
it's
I don't
on to
know.
Griffin's Wharf, where we board the ships and dump the tea.
The
Simple as that.
gameplay
Simple
itself,
seems a
it's
bit
the same.
charitable.
It's actually a
Cheer up,
dummied down
Connor.
version
For
of
tonight, we
the
are all
first
victors.
2, 3,
The Sons
4,
of Liberty get to send a
5,
message
5
to
Assassin's
England,
Creed
and you
games.
rob William
Basically,
Johnson of
it's
his financing.
they made it a lot
Your
easier and
village will
accessible
be
for the
saved.
newer players to the game.
I've
Which
an
isn't a
idea.
bad thing,
Why don't
but
you lead
I
the
catch
way?
myself doing a
That
lot
should
of the
keep us out of
old
any further
things,
trouble.
such as holding the
Am I
right
right?
trigger. Well, I play on PC, of course, but I use an Xbox controller to actually play the game. Most of my games, I was born playing games with controllers, and I think I'll always play games with controllers. Minus like, Call of Duty and games where it's just much
Damn it,
better.
more
Usually
cards.
first-person
We need
shooters
to
or
turn the
RTSs
crowd's
where it's
anger
much
to
better
our
to have
advantage. Say the word,
keyboard
Connor,
and
and I will
mouse
make it so.
setup. So gameplay is good. I like it, really nice. It's still a really beautiful game. Assassin's Creed 2 will always be my favorite when it comes to the level design and whatnot. It was just the most beautiful Assassin's Creed. Nothing. I don't think any of them were as good as the second one. First one kind of set itself up for being a good game. I don't even. Oh, there we go. The first one set the second one up really well. They had lots of good mechanics that they improved on, but as visually, nothing beats the whole Venice thing. There's nothing really visually beautiful about colonial US, I guess. There's no real colors, no real real beauty to the level design that there was in the second one. They did improve a lot of the graphics. I'm actually running at medium right now. I don't find a necessary reason. Fuck it, I'll just kill them all. I'm not even gonna bother assassinating them. You can die, and I'll kill the rest of you. But like I was saying, you basically have access to all your abilities right off the bat. Kicked you off the edge. There's a lot of cool new things like that. If you got enemies pinned against the walls, Connor will actually kick them against the wall and knock them out. Some of the cooler things like that are small cool things. Another cool thing is this right here. I don't know, grappling hook, I guess you can say. Even though it's not a grappling hook, that's one of the big flaws I have with it, because there's a lot of buildings in this game that are really far apart. They aren't like they used to be. Oh shit, what happened? See, I mean, like, I don't know how many of you played the first 2 or 4, however many you want to consider as original. This is another cool thing right here. The dual counterattacks right there. basically you just tap B whenever you see it. And it's obvious that they made it easier for some of the newer characters. That little thing that appears above their head is the person that's going to attack you. You just hit the counter button, and then that's it. That was pretty gnarly. So the fighting mechanics are definitely been simplified for, I guess, newer players or whatnot. I still catch, like I said, I still catch myself doing the original controls and trying to tie them off of their attacks and whatnot. I'm sure I can turn off all that stuff. I just haven't bothered to actually look for it. So yeah, it's a pretty decent game. I've been having a lot of fun with it. This and Hitman Absolution. If you're looking for an assassin type game, this is definitely not the type. Oh look, it's the Boston Tea Party. It's really cool like that too. There's a lot of events in the game that happened, and you're actually part of them. This being one of them, obviously, the Boston Tea Party. You technically you initiate the Boston Tea Party. Technically, they think you did, but you really didn't. You're trying to stop the mastermind from having it happen.
Let me help you. I'm yours to command.
There's nothing like an assassin with a butcher knife. The voice acting and such is really, really, really good. What am I doing? Dump the tea. Okay, dumping tea. Oh, I see. I gotta defend these guys as they dump the tea. But it's like, the controls are really simple. Really, really, really simple. It kind of bugs me, but it's not that bad. It doesn't annoy me too much. It's just I'm so used to the original ones. Like that, you can just assassinate people pretty easily. Guns, actually, that was one of my biggest fears about this game, was the guns. There's not actually a whole lot of gunplay. They do have firing lines and things like that, but they're easily avoided. Basically, I'm not unimpressed with the game. They have done a lot for it, but I'm still very partial to number 2. 1 was amazing, seeing as it was what it was, or when it was, which made it really good. A huge open world kind of thing going on. Which reminds me, they did bring back the open worldness. There is actually a portion where you can run around and hunt and whatnot, but as far as I've seen, hunting really does nothing for you but gain money, and I actually haven't done a whole lot. I have heard that there are like pouches and stuff you can make. Yeah, another thing they simplify, or they just give you everything right off the bat, basically. There's nothing really new. I do like the weapon wheel here. You can right stick controls this side, left stick obviously controls that side. I'm partial to the hidden blade. I always have been in every Assassin's Creed. I've never fought without the hidden blade in my hands. I guess I could show you some of the rope darts. I don't use them a whole lot, but they are kind of fun. You just throw it at someone, you can pull them down. That's about the gist of it. They don't do anything super cool. There are cool kill commands with it. Basically, whenever you tap B to start your counter, you can hit A, B, X, or Y to do another, or to do the actual finishing. And that guy wasn't attacking me. B to B does a counter grab. Let's see if I can get him to do it. B to B, see, I just toss him, get him out of the way. Ooh, and I just kicked him on the... Yeah! Kick you while you're down. And look, it's Paul Revere and William Molyneux. Yeah, I mean, that's the coolest part about it, is I learned about all this stuff as a kid, and I'm actually, like, doing it all, I guess. That's what makes it so unique and so refreshing is it isn't just small events here and there, and then the rest is kind of made up. A lot of it's minor events, and then you've got these really big events like stuff that you know have happened, you've learned about and whatnot, that make it so much more interesting. If anybody attacked me, I'd show you some more of the combat. Maybe I'll go run around and kill some people here. It's too easy to assassinate. See that? I just got 2 assassinations and I wasn't even really trying. And yeah, I guess there's just something new programmed into it. If an enemy's back's turned to you and they're engaged with you, it's automatic assassinations. I don't remember. Perform musket air assassinations. Okay. Oh, okay, so A is a disarm, X is a kill, and then Y I will actually use my rope to kill him. Kinda, it actually wastes it, in a way, because what happens is you end up using one of your ropes and consuming it rather than just pulling them down and stabbing them on the floor. Overall, I'd give it maybe like a 7.5 out of 10. Story's amazing, graphics are amazing, but I don't much care for the location of it. It's not as beautiful as I could have thought it would have been. You know, going to Italy. Brotherhood, I did not like that one either, the location, and then Revelations, the same. They were both very generic looking locations compared to number 2. Like I said, number 2 really set the bar for everything. It added all the new weapons, the gun, the 2 hidden blades, the hidden gun, the flash bombs and whatnot, and then Brotherhood added the ability to make the bombs and recruit the teams again. And there are, you can recruit assassins once again. I still don't use them. I mean, I probably should. Oh yeah, there's new collectibles. Instead of feather, oh well yeah, there's feathers, and then there's peg leg trinkets. I haven't found one of those, but I know what they are.
You'd best get down immediately.
No. You do have one hidden blade and then a hidden gun, I guess it is. You are handed 2 hidden blades in the beginning, but they don't have 2, it's just 1. Unfortunately, I like the whole 2 hidden blade concept that they had going on. What else? What else is there? So basically, I guess I can go out into the wild and show some hunting. Hold on. The bow and arrow is really nice. You can recover all your arrows, unlike the gun, where you just randomly found stuff on people, and you can still loot bodies and throw them and whatnot. But if you're looking for a really good assassin game, I might post pictures here later, I mean a video later. I don't know how much later, a couple days, maybe a day or 2, I don't know, it depends on how I feel. Hitman Absolution is a much better assassin game. It's more legitimate to the fact that you are an assassin, a hitman. You're not supposed to be discovered. This you can kind of, the only thing to being like an assassin is if you get caught really easily. If you're standing next to a group of people and your notoriety goes up, and basically everybody's always on the hunt for you. As far as I know, white and blue is the basic colors, but there are dyes again. They did keep the dyes. They dropped that whole first person sequence from Revelations that they had, which I did not care for at all, might I add. Those were just dumb. Pretty nifty thing, his axe is actually shaped like the assassin's emblem. I like that, that's pretty cool. They actually put a lot of attention to detail in this one. Let's see if I can't Oh, I don't think the game's gonna load any farther past this point, so I might not be able to show you. Hunting. Um, but yeah, that's about it. The hunting's kind of dull, I guess. It's not dull, it's just there really is no need for it, uh, other than using it to make a little bit of money on the side, and I guess pouches and stuff for more arrows and bullets and whatnot. Um, oh, here we go. I guess I'm going into the hunting region now. And when it decides it wants to load it. But hunting is basically... Oh, look at that. I'm notorious and I haven't done anything. I've kind of just left the area. They do have a day-night cycle system. I'm not sure exactly how it works yet. I guess it just cycles depending on missions. They did add this neat tree running thing, but it's kind of obvious. This right here is pretty cool. They added that where you can actually stand between points now. Anything that's like that, you kind of just go into that. But it's really obvious that the trees had to be like specially designed. Oh hey, what's this? A feather. Yeah, see, there's those feathers I was talking about. Let's see if I can't find an animal. So you've got three means to hunt. Actually, you can use anything, really. You can use a pistol, you can use the bow. But the real big thing I wanted to get into was the snares and the baits. But I don't see any animals at the moment, so might just have to run around a little bit. But if you see what I mean, it's obvious that the trees are very specially laid out. They did add variety. It's not like it's a straight line or anything. You got stumps that you have to run around and things like that. Well, let's see if this just works alone. So basically, you lay down a trap. Well, first of all, you can find things on the ground. You can actually track animals, and you find like clues on the ground as what's been there, and once you find one of those, it'll tell you the location of where that animal is right at this moment. So let's set a snare right here. This is one of your options. It's probably the cleanest other than your hidden blade, which doesn't make sense because a snare should definitely throw down some bait and then find somewhere to hide, which was not there obviously. So it's like right around there somewhere. As you can see, there was a raccoon over... Where'd he go? Boy. No raccoon anymore. Basically, you throw down the bait to obviously attract animals. And once the animal gets caught in the snare, if I can find one... Well, let's nail this one with a arrow real quick. Oh, that's my hook line or rope dart, whatever. So, oh, I caught one in my trap. So we'll kill this one too. Draw the arrow. Pretty easy to hunt. Bam, headshot. And then you go and you skin it. That's a pretty cool thing too, is that the hidden blade actually comes on out of its holster, I guess you could call it, its sheath. There's another, see, and it gets caught, obviously, and you skin it as well. Depending on the method you kill it, depends on the quality and the number of items that you'll get out of it. Let's see if I can actually find those. Select. No, wait. Maybe. Hunting. Oh, no. Logbook. Inventory. Logbook. Nope. Inventory. So it's mostly, there, see, like it says up here, trade items right above the raccoon pelt. Mostly for trade, as far as I know. I haven't gotten far enough, I guess, to find out how to craft new pouches and whatnot. I know you can craft a a second pouch for your pistol, so you can have two pistols, and instead of reloading after every shot, you get two shots and you reload both guns. I think 2 did it the best. It was a big single area. There's no travel between areas. As far as I am, the map consists of Boston. Okay, so you got the Davenport, which I believe is in. Oh, I couldn't tell you. There's Boston, and then this is where the frontier is supposedly. And then I'm not exactly sure, but it says East Coast up there, so I'm thinking maybe there's probably some more towards Central North America and whatnot. What else? What else is new? You can still buy weapons, and you know what? I'm just gonna fast travel. You can still buy weapons, and guns and better items like the last few. Why can't I zoom all the way out? So there we go. Can I fast travel? No, I can't. Shit. Here's a path. Oh, raccoon. There is big game. There are bears and cougars. You can actually jump off of a tree and assassinate some animals. It's pretty funny. Kind of overkill. But on like bears and stuff, there's challenges for them. Oh, wow, stupid horse. As far as the challenges go, it's like slay a bear with your hidden blade, or it goes for almost any animal, pretty much. There's a guild called the Hunters Guild, and they have missions, and after you complete a certain number, that was interesting. After you complete a certain number, I guess they give you things. I actually haven't gone too in depth with them. I've been really just progressing the storyline. The story is very interesting to me. Oh wow, it's doing it again. Ugh. I like how the shadows are still moving. I guess it's just like loading parts of it, and Fraps doesn't want to agree. Oh boy. But yeah, so those are my thoughts on Assassin's Creed 3. 7.5 out of 10. Great graphics, great storyline. They didn't add a whole lot to it, which is a big downfall to in my eyes. And it's not quite as beautiful as number 2. I hope you guys enjoyed. Like, comment, favorite, share. I'd really appreciate it if you did all that. And until next time, I will see you guys later. Oh, and the game starts back up. Void Hero out.